Hello there, welcome back once again to Retro Anime Realm, where today we shall be continuing with the Great Gundam UC Rewatch with episodes 10 to 16 of Mobile Suit Gundam Double Zeta. Now, what do I think about this bunch of episodes? I said that when they got into space things improved a lot, and I think things have improved a lot again with this bunch of episodes, even though this section contains the infamous set of episodes known as Moon Moon. What are my thoughts about Moon Moon? These two episodes are widely regarded as like the worst parts in the history of Gundam in the entirety of the franchise. So, yeah, kind of like what are my thoughts on them really? Like, I actually don't mind them too much. That's kind of surprising. I really didn't like them the first time round I watched Gundam Double Zeta. But I think going into all this, like watching Double Zeta again, I've kind of appreciated more like the comedic nature of the series, and I appreciate how it's different compared to Zeta Gundam. I kind of can see what Tomino was trying to get at when he made this. Like Moon Moon, first of all, I understand like it shouldn't really be part of like the Gundam world, as it were. It shouldn't really exist. People should know about some like colony stuck out there. People should know that it's out there, surely. It shouldn't just be like this lost thing. It didn't really make sense within the world of Gundam that it's there. I think that's why it seemed so silly, and the fact that these people don't rely on technology and all this other stuff, it seemed a bit too far-fetched. When I first watched Gundam Double Zeta, I must have been about 18. I didn't really know about what it was kind of based off of. Like, these two episodes are kind of like a homage to like the old kind of Star Trek episodes. If that kind of makes sense. That's what Moon Moon was kind of trying to be. I don't think it really pulled it off exactly, but I still don't think these episodes are disastrous if you keep that in mind. I actually think the worst parts about Gundam Double Zeta was still like the opening episodes where just nothing was happening. That was so bad. And it's like watching Double Zeta where up to the point where we are now. I think that's what made Double Zeta bad. I think it was that opening bunch of episodes just really weren't good at all. I think everything that I've seen from that point has been totally fine, and I've actually enjoyed watching Double Zeta more than I did the last time. I think it helps if you kind of know what to expect with this series. I think it's a bit jarring the first time around you watch it. You don't really get to start enjoying it until about episode 20, but after the first bunch of episodes, I've been enjoying it like since that point this time, watching it the second time, which is interesting. Like up at the point where we are now, it started to build up a little bit more in tension now. It started to get a little bit more serious. Like in this last episode, we've had Judo all of a sudden leave the Argama because he's basically decided to go after Axis to rescue Lena before the AU decide to destroy the thing, which is kind of like probably a good idea. I don't think it's kind of weird. I don't think the AU have really like accepted the situation isn't enough. Like his sister is like on Axis, but they're planning to blow it up anyway. I can kind of understand why Judo's like decided to rush over there and save her before any of all this stuff goes ahead. But it's good because we've got like a added element of drama added in now. So it's kind of added something to look forward to. We've had the Q-Blade show up with a different pilot, which you'll find much more about soon. So a lot of interesting things have started to happen. Now, I think like this bunch of episodes really is, again, it's been kind of similar to the opening episodes, to be honest. But whereas those are like totally boring, these haven't been too bad, even though they have still really been treading water, to be quite honest. It's still most of it been, you know, like Chara and Goton and Glemmy also just pursuing the Argama and attacking it basically every episode that goes by in some kind of different situation. That's really all it's been. You haven't really had any major developments as of yet. We've had Bright and his kind of Well, he almost strayed away with Emery there, didn't he? but he was able to stay faithful to his wife and family in the end, which is good. I can understand why it's a bit difficult for him. It seems like he hasn't seen his family in a very long time. But that's really good. He stayed faithful to his family anyway. But yeah, I think that's kind of all I have to say about this bunch of episodes. I think, like I said, these episodes, again, I think it's been pretty common for what we've seen with Double Zeta so far, and they've kind of just treaded water, to be honest. The plot still hasn't really gone too far, but at least these episodes have been entertaining. It's like I've enjoyed them, I've been enjoying what's been happening. I've enjoyed like the progression of the characters so far and like what they've been doing. I think for my final point, I should say that at the start of like rewatching Gundam Double Zeta, I was kind of commenting how I kind of missed, like, I thought I was going to miss having characters like Emma there and some of the characters from Zeta Gundam. I actually take that back now. I actually think the characters in Double Zeta are fine. I think there's nothing wrong with them at all. Like I said, I think it's just the opening part of the series which is bad. I don't mind the humour, I don't mind the characters. And I'm kind of accepting of the fact that the series is different, and therefore the way that the series progresses is a bit different also. The plot doesn't move as hard and as fast as something like Zeta Gundam did, and like I'm accepting of that really. So yeah, put your thoughts and comments down below about what you thought about this period of episodes in Gundam Double Zeta, and yeah, soon enough I'll have the next episode here for you. See you soon.